Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family. Today is free Yoga Wednesday. Welcome to class or welcome back to class. My name is DeJur and I am a yoga therapist here in Los Angeles. I was trained over at Loyola Marymount in their yoga therapy program. And I've been a yoga practitioner, which means a yoga doer, since 2001. So I've been practicing yoga for quite a while, and I believed in it so much that that's why I became a yoga teacher and therapist subsequently. And I'm really glad you're here. I apologize, the neighbor's gardener's here. He usually comes a little later, but he's here early. So if you have that weird background sound, annoying background sound, I apologize for that. I am sitting on the land of the Tongva and Gabrielino nations. These were the First Nations that occupied this part of the world. And I wanted to give thanks and appreciation, honor, and just reverence to them. They were wiped off this part of the world by the colonizers and enslavers. The land was stolen from them and renamed Los Angeles. So I want to just have a quick moment to just think about them, the ancestors of the Tongva and Gabrielino tribes, the ancestors past and present, to always remember the forgotten ones. If you have any injuries, please be mindful of any movement I ask of you. If you know your arm is really sore, then just try it out in a gentle fashion versus jumping in, with both feet and going a little more physical. Just try it, test out your body first if you have any aches or pain, particularly pains. I mean, aches we can work around, but pain particularly is the body's way of saying it's too much, stop. If you need to take a break while we go along, please make that happen for yourself. We're going to be on our mats today, so you can grab a mat, or you can, if you have carpeting, you can do it on the carpet. Sometimes the carpet can be slippery depending on what we're doing, believe it or not. Or you can do it on floor. I don't have carpet, so I would have a really hard time doing some of the stuff on a bare floor, but whatever you use, just use caution. I'm going to get situated here. So I'm going to start with a blanket on my mat. I'm going to sit on that just to cushion my sit bones, which are the bones that are sort of underneath the hips, but they sometimes get fatigued from sitting on hard surfaces. So I'm going to sit on that for a while. You can do the same. You can use a cushion if you like. The other benefit of using something to elevate your hips is it lifts the other benefit of using a cushioning under your hips is that it lifts your hips up and it makes it helps you to sit up a little taller, I should say. I'm kind of babbling here. So we're going to be sitting up really tall with our shoulders over our hips. So really straight spine. And I'm trying to bring you a little closer. And your neck is extended and long. Okay. So that is proper posture, which we lose sometimes in the chairs that we sit in or sofas. We kind of become like a curve carved out. In front of us is kind of carved out. So you want to always try, and it takes some practice to get accustomed to better posture. I didn't always sit like this or stand like this, so erect, but it really is good. I'll explain why, yoga therapist. When we slump, it puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on the spine. And over the years, you can create micro fractures in the bones of the spine that cannot be repaired, okay? So when we sit up tall, the spine is supporting itself. And it's just a healthier way to move around. Also, when we sit in a slump, your organs cannot do their job most efficiently and easily because they become compressed on top of each other. When you sit up tall, they all fall into their natural position where they should be, and they're able to whatever digest. We breathe through our lungs, you know, whatever job that organ is doing, it can do it more freely because it has the room to do it versus sitting compressed down like this. And so that's my little TED talk on why we sit up and stand up tall. 2 reasons why. We'll start to ground here. And grounding means we're going to bring our attention and awareness into what we're about to do together, into the space that we're in. I know we know where we are, but we want to kind of turn off the day-to-day routine and turn on our yoga time period of this morning. And so I want you to just have a look around the space you're seated in and look around with fresh eyes as if it's your first time in that space. You're looking at familiar things for sure, but I want you to see if any color catches your eye. So I talked about this last week. A cousin gave me a beautiful Christmas ornament. It's a black angel in that blown glass, and it's hand painted, and her dress is bright pink, and that really catches my eye. So that I'm going to use that again this week. But look around, and then I ask you sometimes to look for 3 things of the same color. It doesn't matter if it's the color that caught your eye or just 3 light colored things. So I have that ornament, and the cats have a little scratch house, and I see my flip-flops that are pink. So just looking around, noticing what you see. We move on now to our sense of hearing. We'll start outside the room because I noticed that the gardener just turned off his lawnmower, so yay. So I hear nothing out there right this moment. So see what you hear outside of your space, like outdoors. Birds, leaves, trees rustling, voices, trucks, cars, traffic, children laughing, whatever's out there. Right now, it's quiet outside my window for the moment. We move our awareness of sound to the room you're in and notice what you notice. Moving to our sense of smell. I started my diffuser right before we met, and it's tangerine and eucalyptus, so I can smell that moving around the room. You may smell breakfast or coffee, or the after smell of when we shower and bathe, that soapy smell. Moving to our sense of touch, please take your right hand, place it on top of your left shoulder. The left hand is cupped right in front of the left knee. I just want you to brush from the top of the left shoulder down all the way to your fingertips. But while you're doing this, I want you to pay attention to how the fabric of your clothing feels. If you have on a short sleeve top, your skin, the texture of your skin, and then the bones in your hands all the way down. So this is a way to calm your nervous system. It's called arm brushing. And I also want you to use this as a tool to notice the sense of touch and sensation. So we'll switch to the other side. Right, left hand on the right shoulder. Right hand is cupped in front of the right knee and just brushing down toward the fingertips. So on this arm, it's a little different because underneath there is a watch. So I can feel the bump of my watch and then the bones of my hand. Good morning, welcome. And we'll move now to the sense of taste. For me, as usual, this time of morning, toothpaste, aftertaste, and water. Water doesn't have the flavor, but feel the wetness or the hydration of the water in my mouth. See what you feel. And then please drop, let's stretch our legs out in front. We're gonna just windshield wiper the feet a few times since we had our legs crossed for a couple minutes. And we're gonna shake out our arms and hands. Shake that out. Then we will recross our legs. If you want to put the other one in front or on top, feel free. I'm going to do a twist here. So twisting left hand to right knee. Again, sit up as tall as you can. Really turn your torso to the right. So this puts the spine in a slight spiral shape, which helps to decompress the vertebrae one from another. So these spinal twists are really great when you are feeling low back pain. They help to kind of stretch you back out and up. We don't get any taller from them, but we do decompress our spine. So looking over either shoulder, left or right, but we're going to move the head from side to side. We're breathing through our nose. The nose has a little secret activity that not everyone knows about. I didn't know about it until I started studying yoga therapy, that the exhalation helps again with the nervous system reset. And I talk about that a lot in my classes because that is really important to me. We are typically living under a lot of stress. Some of it we don't even notice anymore because it's been there so long. Those of us that live in big cities, there's a lot of traffic and crowded spaces and stuff like that. And so we can do some of these tools to keep us stable, keep our emotions stable, our nervous system stable. And so the exhale is where it's at, and it's a nasal exhale. Okay, inhale both arms up, sit up tall, come back to center, and really stretch up. And then exhale, right hand to left knee. We're going to turn to the left now. So twisting as far to the left as you can. And so, yeah, that's a little benefit of one of them, of nasal breathing. It's much more efficient than mouth breathing as far as your body goes. A mouthful of cold air has to be reheated before it goes into the lungs. A nose full of cold air, is already warm. When you inhale through your nose, it becomes warmed as it goes down to the lungs. So it already happened. And the mouth breathing dries your mouth out really bad. The nasal breathing keeps the breath moist and humidified as it goes into your lungs. Inhale both arms up. This time we're going to wrap the right arm behind us, twisting to the right again. So the right arm is behind you. I basically have the back of my right hand touching my low back. You can also reach the fingers around toward the left hip. You don't have to touch it, but toward the left hip. Twisting to the right as much as you can. You can move your head or not, your choice. Checking on the breath. Want to make sure the jaw stays relaxed. And then inhale up, sit up tall, reach up, like someone's pulling you from up high. They're kind of grabbing your hands and lifting you up toward the sky. Then we're going to exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand wraps around and behind you. So when we do the wrap, it stretches the muscles in the front of your shoulders. Shoulder caps is what they are called. Twisting to the left as much as you can. You may turn your head or not, your choice. Checking on your facial muscles if they're neutral and relaxed. Just smooth facial muscles. We're not frowning or grimacing or gritting our teeth. It's just a relaxed, neutral face. If these movements cause you to frown or like really struggle, that means you're doing it a little too much. So in this case, if you're feeling like you're straining, you just come out of the twist just a little bit, and that should help to smooth that out. Sometimes when we're really concentrating hard, we kind of furrow our brow and try to force things. Or in yoga, you just kind of come out of whatever pose you're in just to touch, and that should help with that, to ease that struggle feeling. And we come back to center, stretch your legs out. Windshield wiper your legs, and then shake out your arms. I'm going to move my blanket for now. I was sitting on a blanket just to cushion myself. Recross your legs, sit up tall, and then drop your chin to chest. We're going to hold here. Just look down toward the floor. We want to give a nice stretch to the muscles on the back of the neck and the high part of the back. And hold here. chin to chest. Shoulders are down and low. Shoulders are over your hips. And then circle your head. Doesn't matter which direction. Circle, and you may hear some noise from your neck. It's okay as long as there's no pain. And then reverse. Sometimes what I notice about my neck is one side will be noisy and the other side won't. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, that sound, those pops and sensations of popping are hydrogen gas bubbles letting go or releasing around that part of your spine, the neck, cervical spine. Come back to center, turn your head to the left. Take right fingertips gently to your right jawline and push gently toward the left. So we're not forcing or jamming, we're just adding a little pressure to deepen to increase the twist of the head and to deepen the stretch of the muscles on the right side of the neck. And then release your right hand down into your right knee, look down toward the floor on the left side of you, and look up to the sky and look up and down a few times. So adding a little different kind of movement to this, looking in the left direction, looking up and down. And then the next time you look down, hold the gaze down toward the left side. Breathe through your nose. And inhale your head up to neutral left, your left shoulder, left hand to the right side of your head or near your right ear. Just hold there. So we're not pulling the head, we're just letting the weight of the arm increase the stretch. And then inhale back to center, turn your head to the right, take your left fingers to the jawline and gentle pressure, turning your head a little bit more to the right. Release the left hand down, look up and down. The next time you look down, hold your gaze there, down toward the right side. Bring your head back to center. Right ear, right shoulder, right hand over toward the left ear or left side of your head. Let the weight of the right arm gently pull your head to the right. Release your right hand down, come back to neutral, stretch your legs out again. We're gonna leave them out for a little bit here. Windshield wiper them a little. We're actually gonna separate our feet and just walk forward. So I know we're tight right now, or I am, I should speak for myself. I'm tight on the inside of my thighs. So I'm not gonna open my thighs as wide as I can. I'm gonna do what feels right. I don't wanna injure or hurt myself. So palms are flat on the mat, or you can be up on your fingertips. Or you may be able to come down on your forearms. I can't get down there yet because I'm not warmed up enough. So I'll settle for palms or fingertips. I just want you to, with a flat back, leaning forward a bit, just hands on your mat and just look down at your hands. Hold here. This is a gentle stretch for the low spine. And also I feel a lot of feedback on the insides of my thighs. I don't know if you feel anything, but if you do, those are the target areas of this shape. If you don't, that is fine. You're not obligated to feel anything that you don't feel. You don't have to search around. I don't feel it, teacher. I don't feel it. It's okay. Everybody's different. Oh, by the way, toes are up too. When we flex our feet, it puts a little stretch on the back. So the legs a little bit, a passive stretch. So toes up. It also turns on all the leg muscles. You flex your feet. So that's a little bonus. And inhale, lift your arms. Sit up really tall, arms up as straight as you can get them. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Sit up tall, big breath. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Sitting up real tall. Exhale, down. 3 more. Breathe in. Lift your arms. Sit up straight. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And then 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. We're going to hold here again. Looking down toward the floor. Your back is flat. It's not humped. It's a flat back. Again, forearms or fingertips or palms, you get to pick. When we do things on our fingertips, it helps to strengthen the muscles of the hand. So you'll hear me from time to time to say, try your fingertips if it's comfortable for you, because that helps to, you know, as we get older with everything else, the hands get weaker. So this is a good way to keep strong, the muscles strong in your hands. Let's walk hands on one hand on either side of the right leg and turn your torso toward the right thigh. Come back down, and again, you can do forearms down, flat palm, or fingertips, you pick. And inhale, lift both arms up, sit up tall, turn to the left, and exhale down. Keep the feet flexed, keep the breath smooth and easy. We're fully inhaling and completely exhaling. I'm going to go in real time. Inhale, lift, turn to the right, exhale. Inhale, lift. So we're matching the breath and the movement. Turn to the left, exhale down. Inhale, lift to center, exhale to the right. Inhale, lift to center, exhale to the left. One more set each side. Inhale, lift to center, exhale right. Inhale, lift to center, turn, and exhale left. Inhale, lift to center. Let's go back to the middle. Palms, fingertips, or forearms down. And hold here. And then walk yourself upright. Shake, bring your legs together. Shake them out a little bit. Bring the feet together. This is called butterfly or cobbler, like the shoemaker. Good morning, welcome. So some tips for next time. If we do this pose, you can always grab a towel or blanket and let your leg rest on there. So my other leg is just hanging out in space. I'm comfortable like this, but for some of us, we like support under the limbs, whatever we're doing. So you can use a towel or blanket. I'm sitting up tall. Let's do foot massage while we're here. We're letting, again, those inner hamstring muscles kind of stretch out and lengthen a bit. Foot massage, my usual talk about feet, 26 bones in each foot and hand. Lots of little moving parts. All the nerve endings of the body end up in the hands and the feet and the ears. So when we massage our ears, our hands, or our feet, we're stimulating our organs just from the touch. So they're getting a little boost of attention indirectly. Usually they only get stimulated if they are working or if they have a job to do. This is like they're on vacation right now, and we're sending some touch love to them. So wiggling the toes around, getting your arch. whatever feels nice to your feet. So this is this butterfly pose, as I said, it's a hip opener. Also stretches out the thigh muscle. Now walk your hands forward, forearms down if you want, fingertips or palm, you get to pick. Just hold here. The back is straight and long. Take some breaths, breathe through your nose, see how you feel. Walk hands to your left. So both hands to the left. You can also be up on your fingertips to the left if you want to try that. So you might feel a little opening on your right shoulder blade by us moving our torso to the left. See if you notice anything. And again, if you don't notice, it's fine. No big deal. I'm going to place the right hand over the left to deepen that twist just a bit. You might be able to feel the difference. Both hands flat on the mat and then crossing the right hand on top of the left. Looking down toward the mat. And then inhale, both arms up, sit up tall. We're gonna turn to the right and exhale, both hands down. Looking down towards your mat. So the reason I have you all hold these shapes is so the muscles can actually get a stretch. Sometimes our muscles fight when we put them in certain positions because they're not used to it. And so we're waiting for that possible struggle to end. And then the muscle will stretch a little bit. That's why I have you hold left hand on top of right hand. See if you notice any change in the left shoulder blade. You might feel a little difference just moving that hand over on top. Coming back to center and holding there. And walking yourself up on a breath in. Bring your knees together, extend your legs. Again, windshield wiping the feet. Shaking out the arms. Separating the legs again. I'm going to bring the left forearm on top of the left thigh. You can also bring the left forearm on the outside of the left leg. That's a deeper bend. And you can bring the left arm in front or the inside of the left leg. So you have options there. So play around with all three. Right hand on your hip. The left palm is up. So wherever you place the left arm, just flip the palm so it's facing the sky. So we're going to hold here. Pull the right shoulder back. You want to put this a spine in a little bit of a spiral by pulling the right shoulder back. See what you feel around your waist as far as muscle stretch goes. Twist and breathe. Hold here. And bring the right arm up and over, all the way over toward the left foot. You can touch the left foot or not. Right shoulder stays back here. And inhale, both arms up. See what you feel on the right side. Muscles are rebounding to their natural spot positions. We're going to go exhaling to the right side. So bring the left hand down for just a second. So the right arm can be outside the right leg, on top, right forearm on top of the right shin, or inside the right leg. Your choice, palm up, whatever you pick. Let's start with hand on hip. Let's pull the shoulder back, or left shoulder back, so we get a little spinal twist. Breathing through your nose. And then lifting the left arm up and across. So you can touch the right foot or let the left arm hover above the right foot. You don't have to touch if you don't want to. Your choice. And inhale to the left, right arm comes up and over. Gonna go in real time. And that was the exhale, sorry. Exhaling to the left and then inhale into center, leaning over to the right, exhale. Inhaling to center, going to the left side, exhale. Inhaling to center, going to the right side, exhale. We'll do one more set, one each side. Inhale to center, exhale to your left. Inhale to center, exhale to your right. And then inhale to center, both arms up. Exhale your arms down, bring your legs together. Windshield wiper your feet, shake off your arms. You cross your legs again if you like, or you can leave them stretched out. I'm going to cross mine for now. Bring the back of the back of the right hand to your low spine, or wrap it toward the left hip like we did before. Drop your head to the left shoulder. So left ear, left shoulder. Just hold here. Look down to center. Left ear, left shoulder. So we're going to roll the head forward and to the left. Look down towards center. Keep your breath moving. Bring your head up to left ear, left shoulder. Take a breath in there. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Last time. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. And lift your head to neutral. Release your right arm. Notice how it feels. Shake it out a little bit and change in size. Left hand behind you. Or you may wrap it to the right side. Right ear to right shoulder, hold here. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Two more. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Last one, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And head up to neutral, extend your legs. Release your left arm, shake out both arms, shake your feet. I'm going to come onto our back for now. So you can put a blanket under your shoulder blades, which obviously is a cushion for them, if you would like to. Bring your feet onto the floor, knees up. Your feet are parallel and they're separated to your comfort, whatever that is for you. And just feel your bones kind of settle down toward the earth. Let gravity pull your body toward the earth, and just hold here. Pull in your belly button just for a few seconds rather. I'm going to lift the left leg straight up. Flex the left foot towards your head. And you can also consider extending the right leg if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. But you can also leave the right foot on the mat. I'm going to curl up on an exhale and bring your forehead towards your left knee, and then we're going to inhale our head back down on the floor. So exhaling, curl up. Forehead toward the left knee. Inhale down. We'll do 5 altogether. Here's number 4. Curl up, exhale. Inhale down. Exhale, curl. Inhale down. Exhale, curl. Down, one more. Exhale, curl. Inhale down. And then left foot on the mat, lift the right leg up. Exhale, curl. Forehead towards your right knee. Right foot is flexed, by the way. Inhale, head down. 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Down. 2 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. 1 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Right foot on the mat. Bring your feet together. Knees drop out wide. This is, again, the butterfly pose. It's called supine butterfly here because we're on our back. And you can just rest here for a couple breaths. Again, this is for your inner hamstrings and your hip sockets, hip joints. Just hold here. Bring the left foot on the mat. Right ankle crosses left knee. And take the right hand and push the inside of the right knee gently away, just a little to open the hip. Take some breaths here while you're doing that. And then release your hand, exhale, bring the knees towards your chest. This is thread the needle. We did this last week. Right arm goes between the thighs. Hands meet at the left shin. Or hands meet at the back of the left thigh. You need to pick. Hold here, take some breath. This is a hip opener. This is a stretch for the left thigh in this case. It's a nice way to open up the hip joints. And I feel a little stretch on the outside of the right leg too. Just see what you notice for yourself, because it could be different for all of us. Extend the left foot straight up, flex your foot. Bring the arms out and reach up towards your calf muscle and just hold there. You can pull the left leg towards you a bit if you want a deeper stretch on the back of the left leg. Take some breaths. Now we're going to slowly lower both legs just the way they're connected. Take your time, use your abs. So pull in your belly button a little bit for some support. Slowly lower both legs all the way down. All the way, take your time, use your abs, control the lowering of the legs. When you get to the floor, allow the right knee to fall toward the floor. So we're getting a different kind of hip opening, a different positioning of the leg. And so see if you feel that. I feel a little more intensity on the inside of my right thigh. Just hold there. Take some breaths. Allow the weight of the right leg to pull it down toward the floor. Extend the right leg onto the mat. Bring the arms up. And on an inhale and take a big stretch. You have a couple stretch options. You can do a basic stretch. You can also circle your feet and hands. You can flex and release your fingers and point and flex your toes, your feet. So there's some options. And when you're done with the stretch, this time the right foot goes on the mat, left ankle, right knee. Using the left fingertip, pressing the inside of the left knee away from you gently, not rough, we're not forcing anything. Push gently away. You might feel a different part of your hip joint being affected when we push it open a little bit, push the leg open a little bit. Release your left hand. Exhale, legs towards your chest. Thread the needle with the left arm. Left arm goes between the thighs. Hands can meet on the right shin or back of the left leg. And just hold here. So for me, the left hip feels much tighter in this shape than it did on the right. You may notice a difference or not. It depends. Some days both sides feel equally tight, and other days they both feel neutral or normal, or not regular, but it's not tight, whatever that word is. Then inhaling the right foot up toward the sky. Bring the arms out and hanging on to. You can also hold on to your pant leg. I forgot to cue that earlier. You can hang on to your right calf or the pant leg. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just hold here. Flex the right foot. So you get a little stretch, extra thing happening on the back of the right leg. And then we're going to leave the legs connected like they are. It looks like an upside down number 4. We're going to slowly lower, turn on the abs by pulling in your belly button a little. And lower, 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 slowly, slowly, slowly. All the way down. Take your time. Make it count. When your right leg gets to the floor, extend the left leg out. Take a breath in. Bring both arms up and over and take your stretch here. Whatever that is for you. Come back from the stretch. Exhale, knees to chest. Hang on, corresponding hand and knee. Just hold here first. And then I want you to try pulling your knees towards your chest. So that adds a little space to the low spine. It also activates the muscles in the arms. Just hang on like that. And exhale, lift your head towards your knees. Inhale, lower. 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, forehead towards your knees. Inhale, lower, 1 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And then we're going to rock side to side. So you can stay a little more vertical or upright and really concentrate the floor or mat contact to your low back. Kind of manage that, really get in there around that sacral area of your spine, the lowest part of the spine. You can also roll all the way to whatever side and include the fleshy part of the hip. So that gives that a massage. So try them both. You can do them both, or you can pick the one that feels the most beneficial. It's all good. The next time you go to your right, I want you to move your right arm out of the way and let both legs stack on top of each other. So just place the right hand on the floor, palm up. Legs are stacked, bent knees, stacked legs. Going to open up the left arm. So the left arm goes out behind you, basically. You're holding here. You want to put your right hand on the outside of the left knee. You may do that. It adds a little weight, a little bit. I can feel a little bit more of a stretch in my left buttock when I put the right hand on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, knees to chest. We're going to the other side. So the knees are bent tight. Move the left arm out of the way. Bring both legs bent, stacked on top of each other. The left hand out, left arm out, palm up, or left hand on the outside of the right knee. You get to pick whatever way you want to do with your, whatever you want to do with your left arm, left hand. Then we bring the right arm out and hold here. Inhale, knees to chest. Place your feet on the mat, knees up. We're going to do some bridge poses. So this time the palms are facing down. We're going to lift our hips on an inhale and lower them slowly back down on an exhale. can use the palms down to press yourself into the floor, your hands into the floor to help you lift your hips. The feet are separated comfortably for your body, and the knees and the ankles are in a vertical line, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. Okay, get ready here. Breathe in, hips up. So you might feel a little stretch in the front of your thighs. That's a good thing. And that is a back bend actually. And then exhale, hips down. Take your time. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're going to do one last one. We're going to hold up on the next one. Inhale, lift, and hold. Bring your hips up as high as you can. Pressing into the floor, into the mat. Hips up, breathe. So this is also an inversion. I talked about head lower than your heart, so it allows your heart not to beat so hard from fighting gravity. So we are now working with gravity because the head is down on the floor. So take some breaths here. And then exhale, hips down, knees to chest again. Let's rock again. And see how you feel in the lower half of your body. We're going to move to final rest. And so if you happen to have something warm nearby, my living room is freezing. Grab it and put it over you. I'm going to grab a coat. I have a coat here that's close. Actually, no, I have that blanket here. So let me give you some options. This is corpse pose. Okay, this is also called Shavasana. The shape is called Shavasana, which means corpse pose. Shavasana, the word also means final rest. Okay. So this is traditional corpse pose. For many of us laying flat out like this, one is uncomfortable for the low spine, and for others of us, it's triggering and a very vulnerable positioning of the body. So you may, if you have low back tightness, bring feet to the long edges of your mat. Let the knees drop together to support each other. That's to help the low back. If you'd rather not be flat on your back, bring the knees up and turn to the side like we were before. But this time we're going to use the bottom arm as a cushion for our head. Okay. You can let the top arm drape on your legs or the top hand on the floor in front of you. You can also do Shavasana sitting up. And I've had in some of my classes, my live classes back in the good old days, people did it standing because that's what they were feeling. So you pick what you like to do. I'm going to actually sit up. Get settled in. Hope you have something warm. If your room is icy like mine is, hope you have something warm close by. And this part of the class just allows all the energy we've created and blood flow and all that to kind of move around the body in an even, equal way. So it kind of settles in and integrates. The word is integrates into our bodies. That's the point of Shavasana. Getting settled. Let me turn this off. Okay. So directing your attention down to your feet. Take 2 breaths with your attention down towards your feet. Attention to your legs. Attention to your hands. Attention to your arms. Attention to your hips. Attention to your shoulders. Attention to your spine. Attention to your breath. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Slowly turn your head from side to side, letting the floor or your yoga mat massage the back of your head. When you're ready, take a big stretch, arms up overhead, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, knees to chest, and turn onto your favorite side. Hold there, take a couple breaths in a little embryo shape. And when you're ready, push yourself up to seated. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument for social change. Thank you. I love seeing the dogs being your warmer while you were. If my cats